So here we are for another Nintendo Direct, another one focused on a specific title. I have no idea how this is going to go. I am here with Dusty again.
Good evening, folks.
Like being Nintendo fans, of course we're excited for this game, but I don't think we're foaming at the mouth for it like we are other games. So I have no idea how exciting of a Direct this is going to be. I guess we can still do the what are you hoping to see out of this Direct bit?
I would like to see Ganondorf. This game has had a distinct lack of Ganondorf and anything Dorf.
Well, they showed a teaser of him in the E3 trailer, I think.
Did they?
Yeah. I'm not going to look for it right now, but
Right.
I think they showed a flash of his face at some point.
His face, his eyes, or just a grin, or even the laugh.
Yeah. I'd say that's pretty much a surefire bet, unless they're hoping to save him for when the game's out.
Right.
Two big things for me. I want to see details on online play. I think they confirmed that there's not going to be cooperative online play, but there is going to be online play in some form. So I'm curious what that's going to be about, and if that's going to be a selling point, or if that's just going to be whatever.
Well, if it's anything like the regular Warriors online play, it should be good, because I know that pretty much ever since the Warriors games came to have online, the online's been fairly solid. I know that the One Piece Warrior games that they had, those were the online on that was decent enough. So hopefully they'll make something or do something good for this one, proper netcode and whatnot.
I should clarify, I've never played a Dynasty Warriors game. I don't think you have either, but you at least know a little bit about what they are.
I do and I don't. I have played one of the PS3 ones briefly, and I did get to actually play the One Piece ones briefly as well. And it was just very lethargic, because it's mindless, but it's a fun kind of mindless. The whole selling point of the game is just mowing through tons and tons and tons of enemies all at once, doing insane moves at the same time. And that appeals to me. That sounds fun. It almost sounds like a classic, the classic beat-em-ups, like Double Dragon and Final Fight. It kind of goes in line with that, but, modernized.
I know, I did a little bit of research on these games back when Pokemon Conquest came out, because that was a crossover with the same brand. Yeah, it's the same characters, but they're they make they make the Dynasty Warriors games, and then they make those, I don't even remember what the hell they're called, but they're the strategy games, and they're kind of the same characters and setting.
Yeah, that was weird.
So they did that, and that was a pretty fun game. So I looked into Dynasty Warriors a bit at that point, but I never actually played any of them. So I'm not I know what they are, so I kind of know what to expect, but not fully. One other thing I really want to see, I'm gonna slip in before this starts in less than a minute. I want to see more characters that are from titles other than the three they've shown so far. They're kind of sticking to the three more realistically themed Zeldas, which makes sense because they match pretty easily. But I'd like to see stuff from titles other than those, like Wind Waker or something. I don't have any specific hopes there, but I would like to see some sort of surprise there. And it looks like we're getting started. And as I said, I have no idea how entertaining this Direct is going to be.
Right.
How entertaining our reactions are going to be. No idea whatsoever.
Destruction and chaos!
This is...
Oh, good lord.
It was 26 minutes, right?
That's what it said, yeah. Lana bugs the crap out of me, or Lana, or however you say her name.
Yeah, she's kind of whatever to me.
How do you pronounce the Goron's name? Is it Doriana?
Darunia?
Yeah.
Probably.
That guy's
That's
awesome.
how I do it anyway. I should push this up to HD. Why am I not in HD? Bad YouTube.
Hello, everyone. I'm Yosuke Hayashi from Koei Tecmo
Hello.
Games, the producer of Hyrule Warriors. Today, I'd like to give some new information about Hyrule Warriors, directly
See, he's not like Sakurai.
to you.
Oh, he's not overacting it.
First, I'd like to spend a little time showing you how battles progress in Hyrule Warriors.
I don't
Using
know
the
how
first stage in the
closely synced up we are here. Hopefully it's better than it's been in the past.
Yeah.
As you may know, Hyrule Warriors combines two series, The Legend of Zelda and Dynasty
Loving
Warriors.
the guitar solos. Or, remixes, rather.
Yeah, I'll never
Based in the world
complain
of The
about
Legend of
stuff like
Zelda,
that.
You can use simple controls to defeat hordes of enemies with the flashy moves and exciting one-man army
Yes.
action of Dynasty Warriors.
Link's like a scrub.
On the battlefield, the player is not the only one facing
A
enemies.
Deku scrub?
In addition to many Hyrulean soldiers, other characters like Zelda and Impa
No.
will fight alongside
Nothing.
you on
Alright.
the same field. Depending on the situation, characters will engage in battle chatter, and the player's objectives will continuously change. There are some enemies you can't defeat easily merely using combo attacks.
I kind of like that he's not
When you're facing
already
this type of enemy,
the super
you must
duper
lock
hero
onto it
of
using the L
time
button.
and
Yeah.
Raise the
whatnot.
gap, and find the right opening to defeat it. In Hyrule Warriors, many of the gameplay elements are based on
I
those
would
from
hope
the
so.
Legend of Zelda series.
Bams.
Notice the familiar music when the player acquires bombs.
Rocks.
I actually think you're like a little
Looks
tiny
like it's
bit
time to
ahead
use them right
for
away.
once. Usually it's somebody way behind me.
Really? Interesting. Oh, it's a little
throw
Captain
bombs, hit some
Goron.
rocks.
That's
It's not by
adorable.
much,
Attack
though,
enemies.
so.
Okay,
That looks
now let's
familiar.
look at the map.
Like, yeah, the map.
Enemies are in red, and allies are in blue. On the battlefield, there are many keeps, and by taking over these keeps, you can increase your number of soldier bases, changing the battle situation in your favor. This red square here represents one of the keeps. Defeat the enemies in this keep to take it over.
It's very much playing
Expanding your
like a
territory
Warriors
To
game.
create a favorable situation for your army is the most important key to victory.
See, I like that there's still some strategy involved in like the battle you're taking
And
place
now-
in, I guess.
It looks like a giant boss is
It's
appearing.
not it's not
Dodongo.
like just kill 1,000 enemies and you win or anything like that.
Right,
New
right.
missions will appear as battle situations change, and the victory conditions will also constantly change. Even just now, the victory condition changed to defeat King Dodongo.
Yeah, stuff does change
so you have to
often
defeat
in the
him to clear the
maps.
stage. Can't damage him much with normal attacks. But
was gonna
since
say,
it's
it
a
doesn't
common
look like
Zelda
you're doing a
convention
whole
to
lot
use the
there,
item you
Link.
just acquired, let's use the bombs we just got.
I'm gonna bomb this Dodongo. There you go, Link. Oh my god. Brutal.
Once you complete a stage, you'll see your score on screen, and you'll earn rupees and various other materials.
How do you feel about Scarf, Link?
I'll explain
I'm
how
alright
you can
with it.
use these later.
I love scarves. Scarves, rather, not scarves. Items.
In Hyrule Warriors, you can acquire many other familiar items from the Legend of Zelda series. In addition to destroying walls with bombs, you can attack distant enemies using arrows,
I wonder how intuitive that'll be.
climb up walls with the hookshot,
Just like switching from item to item.
Right.
and more. You have to take advantage of each type of item, and think your way through each level as you defeat enemies and explore the field. And just like King Dodongo, who I showed earlier, there are some monsters who are more easily defeated
Makes
with
sense.
certain items.
Zelda convention.
For example, here's Goma.
Oh yeah, they just
If you've
revealed
played a game from the
Goma
Zelda
like
series, You've probably
last
encountered
week or
this monster
something.
before.
There's one weird thing about this direct is that they've been revealing information for like the last
weak
week,
spot
and
is
it's
its
like,
big
why
open eye.
didn't you wait until the
Can't
direct to show
effectively
this
attack
stuff
it
off?
with normal weapons.
Kind of weird, yeah.
One thing that's a shame, and you didn't play
That's where the bow
Skyward
comes
Sword, but
Not yet.
the way
Use
you
different kinds of
like
items to battle various
sorted through
bosses,
your items and
just like in The
selected them
Legend of
for
Zelda.
use was like pretty intuitive in that game, and it's a shame that like they probably won't use that format ever again, since
Hello, everyone.
there probably won't be
I'm
Wii
from
remote
Nintendo,
controls in
and
many
I'm
of
a
these
supervisor
games.
on Hyrule Warriors.
Right.
I'm also the producer of the Legend of Zelda series.
Yeah,
In
classic
Hyrule
music.
Warriors, there are many elements drawn from the Zelda series. I would like to show you one of them right now. Let's start with the Kuko,
Oh, those demon
This
hell
is
Oh, no.
a
spots.
past Zelda game. As you probably know, Kukos are a very familiar staple within the Zelda series. You'll notice them here and there in villages and towns.
Oh, no.
And you can pick one up or attack them. But if you keep attacking them, it makes them quite angry. Now here's a Kuko in Hyrule Warriors.
Oh jeez.
You have to be careful in this game.
Oh
as
my
well,
God.
since
It's
they
a big
will come
freaking
after you
chicken.
If you
I
accidentally.
was just gonna say that's.
But in some situations, you can make them your ally, and
A
they may
Captain
be able to help you
Kuko.
turn the battle in your favor.
Oh
I'll be
my
back with more in a
goodness.
bit.
That is both horrifying and adorable. But much like Pokemon and anything else Nintendo.
Now, I'd like to spend a little bit of time introducing you to some of the
Okie
playable
dokie.
characters in the game. Unlike in traditional Zelda titles, many characters will join the battle in Hyrule Warriors. First up, of course, is Link. In Hyrule Warriors, he appears as a soldier
Yeah, I
training to
like
defend
that.
Hyrule Kingdom, where Princess Zelda lives. His signature weapon is, naturally, a one-handed sword. Link is a well-rounded hero.
I guess he'll
easy
get
to
the
use for
Master
anyone,
Sword later, of course.
and he can of course do his famous.
I think they've showed screenshots
Now
of
for our
him using it
heroine,
already.
Princess Zelda.
Maybe
In the
I'm
main Zelda series, she
incorrectly
normally doesn't get too
remembering
involved in
that.
battles, but she is quite active as one of the playable characters in Hyrule Warriors.
I do love the fact that she's not even really a princess in this one.
Signature
She's an
weapon is a
actual
rapier.
queen, right?
With her fast and
I don't know,
furious
I heard
attack,
that,
she
but-
can easily plow through
I think I
monsters.
read that somewhere.
But she can also create arrows of light to take down distant enemies. Impa often appears as a close advisor to Princess Zelda in the core series.
They're
Yeah, lens of
BFFs.
Her character is designed as a Sheikah soldier with a bit of Japanese flair.
I really like how they handled
Her
Impa
weapon
in
is a
this.
massively
Yeah,
powerful blade
Impa's
with a
really
wide
cool.
attack range. And she acts and talks much like a samurai.
I am down for Samurai. No!
Next up, another character familiar to Zelda
Sheik.
fans. Sheik. Much like Impa, she's a remaining survivor of the Sheikah, and we designed her in the image of a ninja. Of course, her true form is... Well, there might be some of you who don't know, so we'll let those players try Hyrule
Gee, I
Warriors
wonder
and
who
see for
she
themselves.
is.
Using her harp and martial arts, she's a speedy fighter in battle.
It's Princess Peach. Clearly.
In Hyrule Warriors, we also have more special appearances by characters from 3 beloved Zelda games.
Oh?
Ocarina of Time, Twilight Princess,
Yeah, just the three,
and Skyward
really.
Sword.
I guess it's like you said, only because
Here's
of how
Darunia,
the styles
leader of the
match.
Gorons.
Yeah.
He
Yes,
swings
look at
around his
that!
giant hammer with ease and uses
That's
brute force to
awesome.
knock back waves of enemies. It's a perfect fit for his dynamic personality. And if you get him in the right mood, he'll bust out some fun dance
He's
moves,
worth
too.
the price of admission alone.
Next we have Princess Ruto. She's also from Ocarina of Time. She can change the ground into water to attack enemies or to travel from place to place.
I wonder,
Fighting
though,
style keeps opponents at a distance.
if they'll have, like,
And it's the perfect
Majora
match
Link.
for Zora Princess.
Yeah, I was a little
From
like
Twilight Princess, Midna, and
that's
Agatha
the
join
only
battle.
realistic title that isn't
Here's the Twilight
like it's
Princess
included in
herself,
ways but not in characters.
Just as before,
Just the-
it looks
the
like her true form
Majora's
has been changed
moon.
by someone's spell. She can use
Oh,
her hair to
Minda.
grab into her enemies, or to create a fist and punch them. Now for Agatha, the self-proclaimed princess of the Insect Kingdom. She uses her parasol as a weapon, and also
Jeez, and I thought
dynamically attacks enemies
Alana
using the
was
power
bad.
of her favorite insects. Additionally, Even the boss character Zant
Oh, so he is
Twilight
playable.
Princess is playable in this game.
Oh.
He swings around the
I thought he was a
scimitars in
boss.
his hands, summons various things.
Yeah, it
He
was.
grew to an
Well, I
enormous
mean, he
size during
is. They were kind of unclear about
Tricky
if he
moves
would be
are definitely
playable or
Zant's
not.
specialty.
Skyward
Next,
Sword.
Skyward Sword.
Oh, that means. Oh no.
Alongside Link is the spirit
Oh,
link
yes,
Skyward
that
Sword.
means that weirdo.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Power is fluid while she's dancing, and she can transform herself into a sword to attack enemies.
The audience
Her
is all
mysterious manner
like,
of speaking
oh,
is
no,
relevant
he
to
hasn't
this
played
title as
Skyward
well.
Sword. He doesn't. Oh, there he is.
Demon Lord Kurahim, who relentlessly pursued Link in Skyward
Oh,
Sword,
boy.
also appears. He's not just one of the enemies, though.
No. He's
He's a playable
freaky.
character, too. Just like in Skyward Sword, he will lead you around by the
Yeah.
nose with a variety of sword attacks.
Ew.
Expect him to go all out during battle as well.
I guess he had some
Addition
interesting
to
looking
characters
attacks,
returning
but
from past Zelda
It-
games.
Yep.
What about new characters that are unique to
He
Hyrule
said character,
Warriors?
so that's probably more than one. Oh, boy.
well, there's that villain too.
This is the
That's
Sorceress of
all
Light,
new.
Lana, who takes to the battlefield for a book of sorcery. She happens to be one of the
Oh,
key
they said her
characters,
name. I should have listened.
Oh.
and she always fights with all her might. She can create magic walls,
She's so anime.
pinch foes with them, or destroy them to attack enemies.
So anime it hurts.
So I mean, I guess that's kind of like duh, but
Okay, next up, grass cutting.
That's it?
I wouldn't
Huh.
say that cutting grass is the foundation of Zelda, but we all know it's
He
something you
specifically said
definitely try out
characters,
when
and
it
they
first
only showed
acquires.
her.
well, like I said, there's that
Cutting grass is
villain
not just
lady,
some simple
and she
Yeah,
has
I
a
get
bunch
it.
of like
Time.
lackeys.
Sometimes
that's
it's like
true.
hearts, rupees, or even something that makes you wonder, how'd that get in there? Worry not.
We
You can
better
cut
be able
grass
to.
in Hyrule Warriors 2. I hear that they even considered adding a stage where all you do is chop up grass. But
Oh,
unfortunately, that didn't make the cut.
I want to chop up grass.
I remember them talking about that at E3. That like
As you advance,
they tried it, but it just wasn't fun,
some
so they took it
characters will
out.
unlock new weapons. For
A magic rod.
the fire rod for Link.
Nope, I'm not touching that.
Too easy.
Too
The
easy.
Wind Waker for Zelda.
I'm above all that.
And a spear with the power of a Deku.
Lana,
for
okay, so
Lana.
it is Lana.
With different weapons, you can enjoy completely different actions. So try them all out and find your
The
favorite.
gauntlet looks fun.
Yeah, I'll probably have fun with that one.
Here's an example.
Oh no.
Summoning Gate. I don't think we've seen that one yet.
Each warrior has character-specific special attacks. Using these special attacks will let you defeat a large number of enemies at once. In this title, we also added a new system called Focus Spirit. Fill your magic gauge and release it to use Focus Spirit. This will temporarily increase your character's abilities. So try to use it at key moments in battle, along with the right special attacks.
I guess Gantz was pretty freaky too. Bomb
Next, let's
chews!
talk about bomb chews.
See, I don't know.
A
Like,
bomb chew is a type of
I liked
mouse-shaped
Zant
bomb
better than
that
I
moves
liked-
forward
Oh,
automatically.
Zant.
Girahim.
In
Why did I
Ocarina of
say
Time,
Gant?
There was a
I don't
bowling-like
know.
minigame using this item.
Oh my lord.
In Hyrule Warriors,
Oh,
I
bomb
kinda
chews don't look
liked,
like this. They're huge,
I liked how
Longer
Zant.
mouse
Well,
size.
did you
They're more like
did you
giant
play Twilight
bear.
Princess?
with giant
I did, but it was
explosions
so
to
long
match.
ago.
Back in a bit.
Well, like, I mostly remember the fact that Zant, like, as you closed in on him, he just started like completely losing it and getting completely desperate, and that's
Right,
what
he
kind
was
of
just-
Not just the
made him
characters,
entertaining. I think.
those in the core
He
Zelda
just started.
series.
He was very like
Since we
intimidating at
created
first,
this
and then
unique game based on
as
the origins
everything
of
went
the
on, he
franchise,
just like
the locations
tweaked
used
out.
in each battle
Right.
are inspired by locales that will be familiar to all
Stages.
Legend of Zelda fans. Here's Skyloft
Nice.
from Skyward Sword.
like I know asking about story is almost pointless. I mean,
Lake Hylia from Ocarina of Time.
it's mostly fan service to Zelda. Run, Dariana, run!
And Twilight Field from Twilight Princess. There are more stages inspired by the
I actually
Zelda
want to do a
universe,
Twilight Princess
mainly from these
playthrough.
three
I need
titles.
to get around to starting that.
We hope you will enjoy
Yeah.
them all.
Cause I really
They-
liked Twilight Princess.
Next we have Chain Chomp.
A chain jump?
Nice.
Originally, Chain Chomp was a character from the Mario universe, but somehow he made a
Uh-oh.
guest appearance in a 2D Zelda game. I hear it started because Mr. Tezuka, who was working on Mario games back then as well, jokingly put one in a Zelda.
Oh, is it?
This is
That's
Chain Chomp
awesome.
in Hyrule Warriors. Looks like
Yes.
he's now a weapon.
I am all for
Ouch.
that.
Nice.
I will use a chain chomp.
Characters level up as
Well,
you use them
yeah.
in battle. Each character starts with certain stats, and by defeating more enemies and gaining experience, they can level up. When you defeat certain monsters, they might drop various materials. Using these materials, you can craft different types of badges that will enhance the warrior's
Just like
stats.
Pokemon. Wait.
There are many types of enhancements. They can increase a weapon's number of attacks,
Okay.
create longer combos, extend focus spirit time, increase the number of times you can use special attacks and potions.
So
And
there's
so
some
on.
more strategy in there.
By leveling up and creating badges, you can greatly enhance a character's stats.
I don't know. The
Sometimes
fire rod looks
you may
pretty
acquire
fun
new
too.
weapons during battle. Some of them may have special abilities called skills. There are several varieties of skills. Some of them increase attack damage, or perhaps increase the chance of finding hearts. When there is an empty skill slot, you can fuse the weapon with another one to increase the weapon's skills. The harder the battle, the higher
Kinda
the
weird.
chance of enemies dropping better weapons. So try battling and fusing to create your own ultra-powerful weapon.
Super duper weapons.
Next up, we have the moon
Uh-oh.
from The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask.
The most horrifying thing as a child.
In Majora's Mask, once the moon hits the ground,
That thing
it's
scared the hell out of me.
It made for a very tense atmosphere for the player. In Hyrule
I don't know
Warriors,
what it
the
was,
moon
but I
works like
didn't
this.
enjoy Majora's
Use a hook
Mask a
shot
whole
on
lot.
the moon and... Ha! It never occurred
Well,
to
that's
me
just
to do
silly.
like that.
Did you want to not see it?
Oh, just pulling the moon down.
Yeah.
We knew there was that like one summon because they showed
Yeah.
that pretty early.
All right.
But that
Now
makes
I
it
have
look so
another exciting
small.
mode.
Like, just
Yeah.
like, I get the moon.
Please,
Oh, adventure
take
mode.
a look.
Hey, wait a minute. That's...
Nice.
This looks
That's
like
cheating.
a screen from a classic Zelda game. However, what you're actually looking at is an all-new adventure mode. It's a unique experience that combines the items of Zelda with the gameplay of Hyrule Warriors in a new way.
Okay.
What you see now is the map in adventure mode.
Nice.
Every block on the grid represents one stage
Oh,
with its own
jeez.
unique victory condition. Once the battle starts, you'll be transported to the world of Hyrule Warriors.
It's almost like Star Fox Command Mission. Like choosing a little area to go to.
Yeah, sort of.
After you fulfill the victory condition, the grid next to the stage will be unlocked.
That's
and
interesting.
you can move forward. In some of the maps, you can select the command Search. Using the
Use
exploration
rush
items
search.
you collect on the map, you can find hidden items. This is a bit similar to classic Zelda games. If you are successful at exploring, hard-to-find items
Oh, that's
like
cute.
new
They got
weapons
little sprites,
and heart
too.
pieces will sometimes appear as rare victory prizes. Find treasure through exploration, then battle to retrieve it. As you advance in adventure mode, you can also unlock new playable characters, and some weapons only available in this mode. So, please try
No,
it
I thought
out.
I'd just let it sit there.
Next we have...
No.
I think I can do something.
No!
It's a gold sculptula. Longtime players will remember these guys from their collections.
Those
The more you
annoying
find, the more
spiders.
items you get. Of
Or
course,
arachnids.
they're always hiding in odd places that make you say, "Hey, why are you hiding there?"
Nah.
Finding them is always a challenge. Of course,
Dang,
they're
nabbit.
hiding in Hyrule Warriors as well.
Well, they pop out a lot more than this.
It's coming from the direction of a gold sculptula, so you
Bah.
can find it by following the sound. Okay, see you in a sec.
Okay. Co-op.
In Hyrule Warriors, just
Of
like in
course.
previous Dynasty Warriors titles, you can enjoy a two-player
One
co-op
person
mode
on the
with your
TV,
family
one
and
person on
friends.
the pad.
However,
Yep.
since we have the Wii U gamepad, instead of splitting the TV screen, we made it so each player can
Yep.
have his or her own screen, the TV monitor, or the gamepad screen. This might be a little technical, but in two-player mode, in order to process both screens simultaneously, the screen resolution is reduced slightly compared
Oh,
to
no.
when you're playing in single-player mode.
I was gonna say that's a lot of power to be able to
That's it.
generate
Just
two
like when you're
images at
playing by
once like
yourself,
that.
we made sure the gameplay is as exciting and fun as it is in single-player. Of course, when you're playing single-player,
Of course.
off-TV mode is also available.
It's why wouldn't it be?
Hyrule Warriors is a collaboration title between The Legend
Nothing
of Zelda
about
and
online,
Dynasty
though.
Warriors. But at the same time, it's a fun spin-off Zelda title.
Yeah,
We made sure to add many fan-favorite
I
elements.
feel like this was mostly just rehashing information we already knew.
Hyrule Warriors will be released in North America on September 26th. That's it for today's presentation. Thank you for watching.
For our final bit, we're showing off a character you simply cannot forget to mention when discussing Zelda games.
Uh-oh.
Thank you all for watching.
Oh well, there's something.
Hyrule character. Oh, there you go. Mr. Dwarf. Oh my goodness. He looks awesome here.
Oh, I think they gave him the sword that Demise uses in Skyward Sword. And
Exactly
the
what I
one
wanted
from
to
the
see.
Space World demo from all those years ago.
Yes.
Not bad.
The dwarf! You can't ignore the dwarf! Does he turn into a piggy? Show us the piggy! In day one purchase, thanks Nintendo. Oh my. Just kicks that thing open. Like, uh-oh. What? Oh. Really?
Okay. Oh,
Yeah, that's cool, I
Ocarina of
guess.
Time skin.
Twilight.
Oh,
I expected it. I just
probably
didn't know.
Demise too.
Pre-order bonuses available.
Oh, maybe not. Nah, we knew about this.
It's saying they're exclusive pre-order bonuses.
Well, they've already been confirmed as DLC too, so
Right. God, that music's freaky.
There's a lot of Twilight Princess that was freaky.
What's that?
There was a lot of Twilight Princess that was freaky.
Yeah, that's true.
Even more so than Majora's Mask, I think, because like Majora's Mask was meant to be freaky, whereas Twilight Princess wasn't really.
Oh, Twilight Princess was freaky for all the wrong reasons. I wonder something.
Well, like I said, this is like... I feel like there wasn't actually a whole ton of new information from that. Aside from like that adventure mode and Ganondorf. I feel like it was mostly information rehash other than that.
Yeah, kind of explained out in process.
I mean, okay, not everyone watched every waking minute of E3 like we probably did. So
right.
It might still be new information to some people, but...
I wonder if that's why they held off on showing Ganondorf in Smash.
Because they might be using the new design?
The new design, maybe he's got something involving the two swords now.
I love how even with Ganondorf they mixed in like so many different versions of him.
Yeah.
Like it mostly resembles the Twilight Princess version, but then he has the long hair like Demise had. He looks a lot more like Feral. He has the two swords like the Wind Waker one had. So that's a nice touch.
I like him. I like him a lot.
Yeah, I definitely want to see more of that. And I think we don't even have to question if he's playable.
No, obviously he is.
But like I mentioned to you, I think that was before we started recording, I have a feeling they're going to reveal Ganondorf for Smash Brothers when this game comes out.
Oh, yeah.
Like, they'll reveal it the same day.
Or if we're lucky, he's tonight's reveal.
Maybe? I don't know.
Wouldn't that be something?
Yeah. I feel like we don't see very many veterans. They tend to look for, like, weird places to drop them.
Yeah. I also like how this discussion of Zelda suddenly turned to Smash. Because, it has to.
Well, yeah, it was pretty natural for it to go in that direction, I think.
Yes. As was mentioned before, we're not exactly foaming at the mouth for Hyrule Warriors, but the game we are foaming at the mouth for is, of course, Smash Brothers.
Right. I mean, this will be fun. I mean, I'll get it like day one, and I'm sure I'll love it.
Yeah. Just wish we could have seen something about online, though. I could have sworn there was some sort of online capabilities.
I'm pretty sure they said there's going to be online. It's just not going to be online co-op.
Right.
I guess we did get confirmation that Zant and Girahim are playable.
Mm-hmm.
Which, as I mentioned to you last night, I don't know if you remember this, because I think you were at work at the time.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, they didn't show it in this direct, but during one of the live streams they showed the character select, and the way it was, like, set up made it look like there were 3 missing characters. So,
right.
If it's Zant, Girahim, and Ganondorf, those would be the final 3, unless the roster actually gets bigger than that.
Could be.
Which, there's certainly no shortage of characters they could use from Zelda games, but I don't know if I like that they're kind of sticking to those 3 titles, and they're not really
to those 3 specific ones. Yeah.
Yeah, there's still, those are only like 3 games out of how many Zelda games? There's quite a bit that they could be dipping into other than that. But
right.
I don't
Even
know,
Majora's Mask, which was
there'll be
considered
surprises.
one of the realistic ones.
Yeah, which they have some Majora's Mask stuff in there, but like, and I guess I don't know what else they could do for Majora's Mask. I think the big one for me is like the Toon branch, like Wind Waker, Phantom Hourglass, Spirit Tracks. There's a lot they could have been, even Four Swords and Minish Cap. Like there's a lot they could have done with any of those titles. and it
The
doesn't
Capcom
seem-
games.
Oh yeah, the Oracle games. I tend to completely
Yeah.
forget about those.
Well, I guess we'll just have to see.
Yeah, I get. Yeah, I guess that'll be it for now. We could probably talk about it for like hours, but I don't know how interesting it would be.
Yeah, and we don't want to bore the audience.
Well, not so much that, but most people are probably going to stop watching after the actual reaction part of it was over, if I had to guess.
Yes.
Like looking at the viewer like attention thing, because the like YouTube breaks it down for you. Like when we did the reaction for Robin's reveal for Smash Brothers, like it was up by like 90% in the freaking like during the actual reaction, and then there was like absolutely no attention whatsoever during the other parts. Like no one watched those parts.
Right.
Like a few people did, but for the most part they just jumped ahead to the actual reaction and watched that, which is fine. Like that's what they're there to see. That's why I put in the little buttons that take them right there.
Are we still going?
Yeah, actually. So, I guess next, if I had to guess, they're probably going to do another Smash Brothers Direct, so we'll probably be back for that.
Yes, we definitely will be.
I'm not sure what else they could do a Direct on, I guess. But, yeah, that'll probably be the next one, if I had to guess.
Yeah, like I said, it's probably going to be mid-August. Because, of course, Smash 3DS comes out in Japan on the 13th of September.
Right. So it'll be within the next month. Like, and
Yeah.
I'm sure they'll have one later in the year that'll focus on the Wii U version, but I imagine they'll have one before the 3DS one comes out too, to finish revealing the roster, if nothing else. Which I guess they could have another, like, streamed reveal like they did for Robin. If we don't know how many are left, really. My guess is still 2, but it could be only 1. It could be even more than that. We have no idea.
2 newcomers or
so-
just 2 characters, period?
2 newcomers.
Okay.
Yeah, it'll be
Yeah, I
1 or
think
2
that's
newcomers,
generous.
I think. If there's more than 2, I'd be pretty surprised, honestly. Because we're already getting more than I thought we were going to be getting.
True.